Okay. All right. So Tim Smith, the greatest of all time, found an article, and this is just why. Oh, I'm hiccuping a little bit, but this is why Tim Smith is the greatest contributor to this show. Anytime he sends an article like this, it's beautiful, and I can't believe this. I'm going to share this with you guys, and you'll see why this might be the greatest grift. So the source material, before we go into it, the source material that we're going to look over is from the Daily Mail. It's dailymail.com by Caitlin Carali, senior U.S. political reporter in Washington, D.C. for the dailymail.com. Anyway, let us take a glance. We'll give the live viewers a few seconds to join in, but yes, all the credit goes to Tim Smith on this one for finding this beautiful article. This is Grift of the Week. You know, there was a report of the week where that one guy eats food in front of you, but there's Grift of the Week where I eat food in front of you and I talk about grifts. The ultimate grift that I can say is that I have a fake Super Bowl ring and I'm willing to sell it to you guys for thousands of dollars. Boom. I'm a champion, a fantasy football champion. Not really. That is a lie. But I got this from my buddy Anthony who sells stuff on TikTok, so it's beautiful. I got fantastic jewelry. I was willing to buy this from him too. It's awesome. Let me be myself. All right, you guys ready? Are you guys ready to view this incredible article? Because I don't know what we're going to expect, but we're going to see what we got. All right, pulling up the article here in just a second. All right. Let's get this out of the way here, folks. Oh, my God. Let's I'm going to expand this just a little bit. Here we go. So this, you guys are going to probably have a little bit of trouble seeing this, but I'm going to read this to you. All right. Might even zoom in just a tad, actually. Let's zoom in a little bit. All right. So the title of this is Fury as Kamala Harris's failed campaign fund is still charging donors recurring fees. This is insane. This is grift beyond grift. She lost. She was the most undeserved candidate of all time. I'm glad nobody showed up to vote for her. She's awful. She's incompetent. She's just terrible. I thought Joe Biden was incompetent, but dude, I'm not saying I would do any better, but I would be incompetent as a president, you know. Dark says hi. JCVR says hey. Hell yeah. But let's take a look at this. So this is insane, all right? So Kamala, so I'm just reading this article word for word, and then I'm going to comment on it. So it says Kamala Harris stunningly ended her 2024 presidential campaign, leaving Democrats $20 million in debt. But her defeated campaign's joint fundraising committee is still charging supporters recurring donations that were set up during the vice president's bid for a promotion. According to a new report from Politico, is what this is saying. And many feel seeing the continued charge on their credit cards adds salt to the wound of an already stinging loss. The Harris Victory Fund did not seek donors' explicit approval to keep withdrawing cash after the 2024 election on November 5th, 2024. Rather, an email claims they would continue seeing the charge until you contact us to stop it. Wow. Dude. Fuck, Kamala's terrible, dude. Her whole campaign is probably one of the greatest grifts in the history of politics. Has to be the Kamala Harris campaign. It might be the worst. I thought Joe Biden, well, Joe Biden's was terrible too. It was all terrible. A staffer who worked, oh shit. Sorry, look at that face. Look at that face. She's so happy she's grifting all you guys. She deserves that money. She deserves the money for losing. A staffer who worked on former Senator Mitt Romney's 2012 presidential campaign says that the charges are super shady and called it a sort of grift. Oh, so even, wow, it is a grift. Well, it's obviously a grift, but at least somebody agrees with me. Actually, you know what? Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll real quick. Give me a second here. You know who disgusts me is David Pac-Man? That guy is awful. Wow, gotta stop fucking... I'm doing a poll, you guys. Hold on. All right. There we go. Okay. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, folks. I appreciate it. All right. Let's see how this poll does. I'm going to close the poll for now. All right, we got a poll up. Make sure you guys like the video and answer the poll and subscribe to the channel, please. But, yeah. Let's see it here. I'm checking the, Give me 1 second, folks. I'm checking the poll. Keeping a close, firm eye on the poll and on my butt cheeks. Oh, we got 3 votes already. Is Kamala Harris a shady grifter? 33% of you say yes, absolutely 100%. And then no, 67% of you, oh, it's 50-50 now. 50% of you say no, she is stunning and brave, and 2 of you say absolutely, so it's 50-50 split right now. You guys are undecided. Is she a grifter? Oh my God, this is the grift of the week. And thank you, by the way, Tim Smith, another shout out I gotta give. Thank you for doing this and suggesting this, by the way, sending me this article, because what? Holy shit, I gotta stop fucking hiccuping. This is insane. Let's read the rest of this, though. They disclosed how Romney's campaign immediately canceled all recurring donations a few days after his election loss to Barack Obama. These people didn't sign up to be paying bills in January. The former Romney staffer claimed. Look at that. She's so happy that you gave her money. All you people, by the way, who donated to this grifter, you deserve to lose a little more money. Just saying. I don't feel that bad for you. It's shady. But look at this. You're telling me you didn't expect to get a reoccurring charge with this face? Yeah, you know that it's fine. You know she's taking more of your money. Damn, come on, man. You guys gotta play smarter than this. Let's see. It says donors under the image. It says donors who set up recurring contributions to Vice President Harris Victory Fund for 2020. for her 2024 presidential bid are still being charged 2 months after the loss of Donald Trump. Yep, exactly. The move is also seen as tone deaf and out of touch, considering Harris drove her party into massive debt and ran up a huge bill after taking over President Joe Biden's campaign. There's usually an expectation that campaigns shut down recurring donations once their bid for office ends, whether in victory or defeat. A Democratic National Committee official explained to Politico that the Harris Victory Fund is defunct. They claim the contributions collected for Harris's campaign through recurring charges set up during the 2024 presidential race are now transferred to the DNC to help Democrats across the country as we rebuild the party. I'm sorry, you can't rebuild what the Democrats have become. You guys are socialist pigs, all right? You guys are socialist communist pigs, all right? That's the problem. The Democrat Party, you've lost a lot of people because you want to inject bullshit socialism, which is shit, by the way. Socialist pigs. Anyway, it's silly, out of touch, and needlessly takes advantage of our most loyal supporters. One Democrat told Politico when sharing screenshots of charges to their accounts continuing into the new year. Donors spent $4.7 billion backing both the Democratic and Republican tickets in the 2024 presidential campaign. Federal Election Commission data shows that Harris and her Democratic allied groups raised roughly $2.9 billion over the Republicans, who brought in $1.8 billion to back Trump's, third straight White House bid. Oh my God. Let's look at the comments here. All right, so Mark Velez says, oh, well, actually, hold on. Backyard Fun Country Boy says, do you like spanking? Oh, God. Mark Velez says, I'm sorry, Michael, but I could care less about Kamala Devi Harris. Inauguration Day is what I'm anticipating more. Absolutely, man. It's exciting, dude. Trump's almost there, dude. Trump's almost there. Mark Velez says, friendly reminder to turn on all messages. I appreciate it, brother. I just turned on all messages. Got it. But no, I think this is great. It just goes to show you that the Democratic Party is a bunch of socialist pigs. Yep. Mike Nealis, who runs Democratic online fundraising firm Authentic, said that among losing campaigns, there's an expectation that they're... Oh, okay. He admitted, however, that there is some comfort in knowing that the committee is rolled into donating the funds to the DNC, as long as they are transparent to their donors about where the money is going. Yeah, the money's going to line the pockets of these socialist pigs. Anyway, by the way, so I'm sorry, most collectivism is rooted in bullshit. It's daddy issues. Seriously, collectivism is daddy issues. Socialism and communism both are rooted in daddy issues, just saying. Wow, I don't know. Recurring contributions are a common tactic in political campaigns to secure steady bankroll for the election. Many candidates in the groups backing them encourage supporters to sign up for low recurring donations rather than higher one-time contributions. Anyway, here's the thing. There's some comments here. Damn. Either way. Oh my God. You know what'd be really fun is to donate to Kamala Harris's campaign and immediately do a chargeback. That would be awesome. That would feel good. Wow, I mean, they were in debt. They need to pony up some extra money because they spent $20 million more than they should have. because they gave Oprah and all these celebrities so much fucking money. God, that's just disgusting. She's just a terrible person. She's fucking awful. Anyway, that's Kamala Harris in a nutshell for you. Terrible candidate. She deserved to lose. She was one of the worst choices ever. I'm sincerely happy she lost. Nobody deserved to lose more than Kamala Harris. I don't know what else to say. What else can you say except for she deserved to lose? I don't know. Let's look at the poll real quick. I'm going to look at the poll. So we got 4 votes. Is Kamala Harris a shady grifter? 60% of you say absolutely yes, 100%. 40% of you say no. She is stunning and brave. Well, she's definitely a shady grifter, that's for sure. But yeah, so man, oh man. What do you guys think of that article, by the way? And I'm going to try to link it, actually. Let me see if I can link it here. It may not link properly. In fact, if I put it in the chat, it probably won't. So that sucks. But, oh, actually, no, wait. I could add it to the description of the video. That might work. It's a long shot, but I'll add it to the description of the video. Source article. So it's going to be in the description of this video, and I just copy and pasted it. So that way you guys have a general idea of this. This is, like I said, this was... I got to thank Tim Smith. I'm going to put, thank Tim Smith for the contribution, for showing me this article. So give Tim Smith a big shout out. I don't know if he's watching this at the moment, but give him a shout out, please, because he is the man, and this is some good material. Wow. I mean, like, this is stunning. I just added that to the description just now. You may not be able to see it readily, but who knows. Okay, here we go. So Tim Smith says, breaking, Kamala's home broken into by looters after Los Angeles fire evacuation. Is that real? I gotta look that up, dude. Holy crap. I don't know how real that is, but let's take a look. Kamala Harris news. Oh, shit. Okay, here's another article. All right, we'll talk about more Kamala Make You Holla, I guess. We'll talk about her grifting tendencies. They're going to need more donations to help her out. This is insane, people. Insane. Holy shit. I want to put this on the screen real quick. All right, this is the article. We got more Kamala Make You Holla, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Kamala's our girl, dude. I think we all love Kamala Make You Holla. Here we go. You guys are gonna have a hard time seeing this article. Give me a few seconds though. Let me stretch it out like my pussy. My pussy is stretched out, dude. My pussy is firm. But damn, dude, I'm gonna read that article here real quick. Tim Smith, our source, Tim Smith is our voice on the ground in LA right now, even though he's all the way in Canada. Tim, we need your help. Mark Velez says, can you discuss the biggest news story going on right now? Hint, hint, it's flaming. It's fire. Random guy on YouTube says, Dad, you're alive. Yes, I am. I ended up going to bed very early last night after I played Magic with Nathan. I ended up having to go to Nathan's place, which was pretty dope, but I only played like a couple games of Magic. And then Mark Velez says, talk about the insane flames, Mike. Flames. Well, we'll talk about that here. What's more important is that our queen, Kamala Harris, her home got broken into. That's the most important story here, folks. Let's take a look. Anyway, police confirmed to KTLA that officers detained 2 people at Vice President Kamala Harris's home in Brentwood during curfew hours on Saturday. The Los Angeles Police Department said a call came into the West LA station around 4:40 a.m. reporting a potential burglary on the vice president's property. Oh my God. Oh my God. Who was this article written by? By Lily Dallow. We got to give Lily Dallow her credit. This was posted today. Oh my God. Officers responded to the residence located on Bundy Drive. Bundy Drive, huh? North of Sunset Drive, and found 2 individuals on the property. It was Tim Smith and Michael Garza. Oh, no. I'm just kidding. But some reports said the subjects were 2 men dressed all in black. All in black, but that detail has yet to be confirmed by the police. LAPD said officers detained the 2 people who were breaking curfew, but have since released them as they found no evidence they were committing a crime. Oh, okay. What? Details are extremely limited. Police did not immediately say what the 2 people were doing on the vice president's property or whether the incident would be further investigated. National Guard members and local enforcements from the LAPD, Santa Monica Police and Airport Police Departments reminded residents that they will continue to patrol fire zones from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., ready to arrest anyone for trespassing, looting, or any other type of violation. Brentwood, as well as communities in the San Fernando Valley, were growing areas of concern as the Palisade fires began climbing inland over the mountains on Friday and Saturday. Damn. Random guy on YouTube says, what a beast. And then Tim Smith says, CNN host calls out Biden for nonsensical claim that Kamala Harris could have beaten Trump. What does that mean? How could she have? Even if that campaign, dude, honestly, if she had an extended campaign, people would have found out more about her and they would have been like, nope, not on my watch, not voting for this. I don't want it. Mark Velez says, not trying to be insensitive, but with all the California fires going on, maybe it's a good opportunity for those folks to move out of Newscomb State. No, honestly, please stay in California. Please do not come to Oregon. I'm begging you. I am begging. Oregon already sucks. We don't need more Californians making Oregon worse, by the way. So here's the problem, is Californians keep moving to Oregon because California has become too expensive. And then what happens is Oregon becomes too expensive because we're just becoming more populated. And then everybody in Oregon in the urban cities ends up voting for Democratic bullshit. We don't need any more Democrats in office in Oregon. We need to stop. Tina Kotek is terrible. She's a terrible fucking governor. Fuck her, dude. She's awful. Oregon's basically becoming a California clone. Oregon wants so hard to be like California. It's disgusting. California sucks, but random guy on YouTube says California is a failed state. Abso-fucking-lutely. But I think that this whole... Let's look at Gavin Newsom. Speaking of grifters, here's another beautiful grifter. Gavin Newsom. Is he actually going to resign? Newsom, let's see. News. This is insane. Mark Velez says, well, I was talking about the sane folks from there. The crazies, not so much. Look, man, I think all Democrats, here's the thing. All Democrats out there, just move to California. Just do it. We'll get it over with. Overcrowd it. Everybody can live in tents and hippie communes down in Cali. Please, everybody go down. If you vote Democrat, just move to California. Just go for it, man. Just do it. Ugh. Let's see. Newsom suspends environmental rules to ease post-fire rebuilding. First off, half of those environmental rules were bullshit anyway. Dude, Gavin Newsom's a piece of shit. Let's see how much the LA Times, the Los Angeles Times is glazing Gavin Newsom. Dude, look at that. Look at that chode. God, what an a-hole. He really sucks, dude. Like, Gavin Newsom sucks ass. I've never met anybody I just wanted to... You know, everybody's like, oh, Trump is such a sleazebag. Look at this guy. Look at that fucking greased back hair. You telling me that isn't sleazy? Everything about this man is sleazy. Just fucking sleazebag, dude. Anyway. Random guy on YouTube says, California has sane people. LOL. The ones that voted for Trump, as long as they're in areas that are not like city areas, I swear, like people in cities, they all think socialism's a good thing. I don't get it. Anyway, Mark Velez says, again, not trying to be insensitive, but Kamala Harris's middle name looks like devil, and her home state looks like hell. Yeah, California looks like absolute fucking garbage. It's terrible. California sucks ass. Let's see. Landmark California environmental laws will be suspended for wildfire victims seeking to rebuild their homes and businesses, according to an executive order signed Sunday by Governor Gavin Newsom. Yuck. Gavin Gruesome, more like it. Requirements for building permits and reviews in the California Environmental Quality Act and the California Coastal Act, often considered onerous by developers, will be eased for victims of the fires in the Pacific Palisades and other communities, according to the order. California leads the nation in environmental stewardship. I'm not going to give that up, Newsom told Jacob Soboroff on NBC's Meet the Press. He's such a chode. This is an article by Seema Mehta. Anyway. Let's see. But one thing I won't give into is delay. Delay is denial for people, lives, traditions, places torn apart, torn asunder. Dan Dunmoyer, president and chief executive of the California building industry, whatever, said the governor's action represents an early and strong statement about the future of these areas. Newsom is making it clear that the state will encourage homeowners to go back to their neighborhoods rather than deem development there too risky. He put a marker down to say, we're going to rebuild these communities, waivers of the Environmental Quality Act, known as CEQA, and the Coastal Act could shave years off the process for homeowners in the Palisades, he said, but building permits issued by local governments represent another major hurdle. Those two banner ones are important, Dunmoyer said, referring to the state laws, but if the locals don't come up with an expedited process, that's where it could get stuck. Newsom's order calls for the state housing departments to work with the affected cities. I don't really care anymore. Anyway, the point is, Gavin Newsom is... The problem is, one, there's no water for the firefighters to use. Two, A lot of this could have been prevented, by the way. There are, I don't know all the procedures. I'm not going to lie, I don't know all the procedures. But supposedly, there were procedures that could have been done to prevent these fires from spreading to begin with. This was all supposedly preventable. How fucking crazy. So a lot of this didn't need to happen. A lot of these houses didn't need to burn down. And, yeah. Unreal. Unfrickin' real. And, yeah. I understand. I get it. I understand why State Farm decided to say, hey, we're not going to insure any of these homes in these specific areas anymore. You want to know why? Because it's a fucking fire risk. And we don't think we should do that. We think it's a bad idea. And they were right. People are trying to vilify State Farm. No, we need to vilify the fucking government because, first off, they failed a lot of tests in the government of California. When it came to, I think, like controlled burns. Like, they could have done controlled burns and things like that. This could have been preventable. Anyway. Let's see. Mark Velez says, I like Gavin Newsom's name, Newscum, or Nuisance. Newscum. Look at these nuts says, Kamala going to have to swallow for $1. Okay. I won't read the rest of that, but look, the point I'm trying to make is this. Wow. Holy shit, another grifter. You know, we already looked at Kamala Harris's grifts on doing the recurring charges to her supposed fans, but honestly, Kamala Harris is awful. We look at Gavin Newsom, who is another major grifter. He's terrible, dude. He's honestly one of the worst governors. Like, there's still, you know, it's funny. California has like the highest income tax, right? In that state. Yet nothing, I mean nothing, none of that money's going towards anything of value. I'm pretty sure their roads are shitty. I'm pretty sure their school system sucks. The homeless situation's out of control. Yeah. I think Gavin Newsom needs to resign. I hope he does. Because there's also been other evidence to... He should have resigned a long time ago. He's not fit for the job. He's incompetent, man. All he cares about is gelling up his hair, looking good for the cameras. He's out of touch. He's the rich elite that you all hate. By the way, all you Democrats out there, this is including my dad, by the way, who is in love with Gavin Newsom. By the way, Gavin Newsom's a total piece of shit. And if you don't fucking realize it, then that's on you. But this is a message to my dad and all the people who vote Democrat and think that Gavin Newsom's a good choice. You're dumb. You're just dumb. The Democrats have failed the people. And, I mean, if you want any more proof that Democrats can't run anything, look at California. California is a poorly run state. It is. It is a terribly run state. It's terrible. It's just fucking awful. It's adopted a lot of socialist principles, and in turn, it's made itself a shitty state. But Mark Velez says, yes, exactly, I blame the government. Tim Smith says, and yeah, Mark, I agree with you completely, man, but Tim Smith says, California spent $24 billion since 2019 on the homeless crisis, and homelessness increased from 30,000 to 181,000 people. Why are we not talking about this? By the way, that was per my correspondent, Tim Smith. I consider him the greatest correspondent of all time. He's the man. Seriously, can we please tell me how $24 billion since 2019 for homelessness and the homeless crisis, and yet somehow it increased from 30,000 to 181,000. Make it fucking make sense. These are the stats that they don't tell you. These are the stats they don't talk about. These are the stats they try to censor. That sickens me, man. It makes me hate the government of California even more, if we're going to be truthful. That's why I don't vote Democrat. You know, like, I love the people in my life. Okay, look, the people in my life who vote Democrat, I love them. You know, I won't say who votes Democrat in my life, but I will say one person in my life that gives me a lot of crap about it is my dad. My girlfriend is totally accepting. She understands that I can't. She understands that I consciously I can't. In good conscience, I can't vote Democrat ever again. The party lost me a long time ago. I used to when I was younger. I voted Democrat. Now I'm smart enough and I'm not stupid enough to fall for their socialist agenda. But that was when I was really young, you know, like 18, 19, 20, that sort of thing. I slowly got red pilled at a very early age, though. In my mid 20s, I think. But yeah, I fell for the lies, and you know, but like my dad, he's so brainwashed by the Democrat Party, man. Like he's another reason I don't vote Democrat is because of how smug a lot of the Democrats are. When you tell, by the way, fun story. I love telling this story because it grills in my mind sometimes. It just sits there in my mind whenever I think of the common Democrat. I'm sitting at the bar at Seven Devils, which is it's a brewery. It's very much a hipster joint, full of people who definitely would vote Biden or Harris or whatever. And there's this guy sitting next to me. I was, you know, idly talking to my dad and his friends. Yeah, I like Trump, man. I think I'm voting for him, you know. And this guy, or I said I voted for him, one or the other. And this guy next to me to my left, as I'm speaking to my dad and his friends on my right, he proceeds to like freak out and say that like anybody who votes for Trump is treasonous and all this bullshit. And I'm just sitting there like, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you, dude? Like, the mention of Trump just makes him go out of his mind. Like, I don't understand Trump derangement syndrome. There are people I hate, like Kamala Harris. I think she's a terrible person. I think Joe Biden's a terrible person. Those two people, you mention their names, I'll be like, ugh. But I don't start freaking out at you if you wanted to vote for them. I'm just like, well, have fun with the incompetence, man. You have fun with it. But I don't go freaking out saying that they're terrible Nazis when in all reality, maybe I should. But, you know, I choose to keep a fairly level head. And anytime you mention Trump to somebody who's adamantly a Democrat, they are out of their minds. They go out of their minds. This Trump derangement syndrome's real, man. It's real. Oh, man. Anyway. Yeah, I think liberals create more, you know, it's sad. The sad part is crazy liberals create more Republican voters every day because of how crazy they are. They don't realize how annoying they are, and that people who once voted Democrat were looking at those people as like, I'm not like them. I have nothing in common with these freaks. And they're like, I'm going to vote for Trump just to spite these people, or I'm not going to vote at all just to spite these people. And that's exactly what happened. Why do you think nobody showed up to vote for Kamala? Because a lot of Democrats were like, well, I don't want to vote for Trump. I definitely don't want to vote for Kamala. She's fucking terrible. And then also, you smug liberals are making me hate being a liberal. So I'm not going to vote at all. That's what most liberals were thinking. Most of the sane ones, if there were any left. Yeah. That's why nobody showed up to vote for Kamala. Anyway, let's take a look at the comments. I could go on a rant all day, but... Mark Velez says, unironically, California might have been better with an Australian governor, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I honestly, all things considered, Schwarzenegger, when he was a governor for a little bit. I don't think he did that bad. You know, all things considered, I'd rather Schwarzenegger than Gavin Newsom. Absolutely. Tim Smith says that works out to $131,000 spent per homeless person. Wow. Fucking wild, man. Look at these nuts. Says simple. We bought homelessness. Probably right, brother. Blows my mind. Just blows my mind, man. So what do you guys think, though? I mean, Trump cannot get into office any sooner, you know? Democrats are great at ruining the country, I'll tell you that. And they're wanting to sabotage this country even more right before Donald Trump gets elected, gets sworn in. I can't wait for Trump to get sworn in. I think majority of this country cannot wait for the incompetency of Joe Biden, the worst president of all time. By the way, Joe Biden, by him pardoning his son and saying the DOJ is basically corrupt, essentially told us that the whole DOJ is corrupt against Trump as well. Because if they're corrupt against his son, they're also corrupt against Trump. So it makes a lot of sense. So there's been nothing but lawfare, according to Joe Biden. If you think about it, using logic. Which, who knows? Maybe I'll be censored for using some form of logic. But who knows? But fuck it. YouTube's done a pretty good job of letting people speak their opinions, though. By the way, these are all opinions. Each and every one of these. And, yeah. I'm proud of these opinions. I think they're the right ones. Heat of the moment opinions. I'm just so sick and tired of... Just tired of the Democratic Party, man. I think most people should be. It's a terrible party. Also, they were the original party that was really pro-slavery, so I'm all about the Abraham Lincoln Republicans. That's what I'm all about. One moment. All right. Messaging my girlfriend real quick. All right. Yep, she's she was doing some gambling earlier at a casino, which was pretty dope. Her and her mom decided to go do a little bit of shopping up in the big city, Eugene, Portland area, that sort of thing. And yeah, I love it, man. But sorry, folks. It's been a little bit of a long day for me. I was doing a lot of DoorDash earlier. Well, I wasn't doing a lot, like 2.5 hours, I think. 3 hours, maybe? Yeah, I think about 3 hours. Yeah, I decided, I was like, let me see how so I usually do like an hour at a time with DoorDash, but I was like, let's do a little more than an hour. That'd be fun. And yeah, had a good time. But yeah, I don't know. I was thinking. By the way, like this video and subscribe to this channel. Let's take a look at the poll. I had a poll going, and I've been neglecting the poll. Let's take a look at what the poll says. By the way, I got to kick my buddy's ass at chess real quick. I think I'm gonna win this. Gonna be interesting. All right, okay, so let's take a look at the poll. Let's see. Look at these nuts. Says YouTube bans me from commenting every other day. Everything I comment on CNN gets me banned for 24 hours. It's funny. All right, so we have only 8 votes. I'm a little disappointed. By the way, guys, make your votes count. There is a poll going on. In the poll question is Kamala Harris a shady grifter? 75% of you say absolutely yes, 100%. And then 25% of you say no, she is stunning and brave. Hell yeah, dude. Hell to the yeah. Raise your hand if you're a true player. I did a live stream earlier. I want to thank those who contributed to the live stream earlier when I was driving around. I need to actually get what I need to do next time, I need to bring my tripod with me and have the tripod sitting next to me passenger side. That'd be pretty dope. So you guys can see a live view of the Coos Bay area, maybe from the passenger side view. And yeah, that'd be pretty dope. You guys could be a passenger. You guys could be my live passenger princesses. My live passenger brony princesses. My brony brothers. Let us show your dongs to me. No, just kidding. Don't show. Please do not show me your dongs. I don't want to see it. I don't need to see it. My brony brothers. Let's see. But yeah, I think, any comments you guys have on this, please, like the video, also subscribe to the channel, vote on the fucking poll. And, but yeah, we need to know what you're thinking. We need to know all sorts of things. Kamala makes you holla. Tim Smith was making a lot of good points, man, statistically, about California claims they're trying to fix homelessness, but all that money that was supposed to go to homelessness, I wonder what it really went to. That's the thing about government, is that the people who are the saddest part about all this is that the people who are getting rich are really the politicians. And the people who get poorer end up being the common people. So it's sad, man. It's really sad. Pisses me off, dude. Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's take a look here. Tim Smith says, I searched Kamala and poll in this stream came up. Damn it, Tim. Oh, man. You know what? I want to show you guys something. Not my wiener. I know that's what you guys want. I've always wanted to share these with you. I think I've shared these with you guys once, but just in case I haven't, Mark Velez says, in your last live stream, you said if we want to see your schlong, to S your schlong, now you're asking if we'd want to see your schlong. I say a lot of offhand remarks. I'm not going to lie. Basically, I say a lot of gay shit. I'm not going to lie. I can't help it. I love saying gay shit on live stream, all right? Anyway, one moment. Let me see if I can find those. Some autographs here. So these are autographs from the Star Trek convention I went to all the way back in 2013. It's been over 11 years since I went to that Star Trek convention in 2013, in August. And I had such a good time, by the way, and I love showing this stuff. Mark Velez says, look at these nuts, says, no schlongs, please. No promises. Hey, if you go on my OnlyFans, which I'll eventually have one, I'll try to have an OnlyFans soon enough. Anyway, Mark Velez says, I think the technical word for what you like to say is homoeroticism. Yes, I'm into the homoerotic shit when it comes to my show. I think it's funny. I like talking about schlongs. I like talking about my schlong. I think it's funny. I just have a gay British sense of humor, I guess you could say. Anyway, these are the autographs that I got from the convention. First one is Nana Visitor. She played, let me just try to get this real quick, is right here. She played Major Kira Nerys, really good character from Star Trek Deep Space Nine, just fantastic actress. She's great, and that's the autograph. The autograph is held up in this protective case for all that time. I don't know how much any of these are worth, but I got the Queen herself, Captain Janeway. Anybody who's a Star Trek Voyager fan is going to be hyper jealous that I have this. Just saying, all right? I mean, who wouldn't be? Look at that. I'm insane way for the Janeway, all right? So there's coffee in that nebula, folks. There's coffee in that nebula, okay? Look at these nuts. Says, if this was CNN, we would be watching Garza use a breast pump. But yeah, Janeway, though, dude. Fucking Kate Mulgrew, dude. It's an authentic autograph. These are timeless though, because it's just great because I watched all of these characters, I watched all of these actors play the characters that I've loved to watch over all these years. And as a big Star Trek guy, I'm a Star Trek freak. I love Star Trek. Having these and showing these off to you guys is really cool. But then we got my boy Garrett Wang. Boom, right here, a sexy mofo, by the way. Total beast, and yeah. Got his autograph. He gave my brother a hug in the elevator, and it was awesome. He pretended to be Mr. What's his name? George Takei. And he was like, I think he said something along the lines of, oh, hello, oh, my, or something like that. It was really beautiful. But anyway, Garrett Wang played Harry Kim on Star Trek Voyager. Total beast. Total stud. And, I saw this man's ass. His bare ass, by the way. This man right here. He's from Star Trek Enterprise, as you can see. He played the security chief. His name's the actor's name is Dominic Keating. He played Malcolm Reed, the security chief officer on the prequel Star Trek Enterprise. Just fun guy, by the way. And here's how I saw his ass real quick. I don't know if I explained this to everybody, but I saw his ass because I was drinking and I asked a gal at the bar because I thought I saw Dominic in there. I was like, do you see Dominic Keating in here? I could have swore I just saw the dude. And little do you know, pops up right next to me. He's like, oh, hey, you want to see my bum? Because I'd mentioned his name. I was like probably the only person who was really there wanting to see him. Like, nobody was lining up to see this guy, and he's like right there in the bar. I thought I saw him in the bar. I was like, is he still here? You know, came back, and there he was. I got to see his ass. He's like, I'll show you my bum. And I was like, oh, fuck it. It's not every day you get to see drunken celebrity ass. So I got to see this man's ass while he was drunk. And he did it in pure love. He was a very fun guy to talk to. Very hilarious, very British. He's a British guy. And, you know, he's just got that kind of humor. He'll show his ass to you while he's drunk. And, you know, and I think, you know, I wanted to see all these guys. I think it was super cool. My boy, though, Charles Tucker. All right. Let's see here. Let me just real quick. I'm going to read the comments real quick. Mark Velez says, I experienced my childhood in the 2010s, and there wasn't much Star Trek. I'm curious what decade you had your childhood to grow up with Trek. Well, I was born in 1988. Making sure my camera's not overheating. So I was born in 1988, and I think I got introduced to Star Trek The Next Generation at a very young age. I think I started watching it at the age of like 6 or something like that. That's my first memories of really watching it. I didn't understand what was going on, obviously, but Star Trek: The Next Generation was my first introduction to Star Trek. And then as I got older, I started watching more of it, and then there were a lot of the reruns would play on TV for Star Trek: The Next Generation, so I got to really watch the full show. And then later on, I ended up finding ways to watch it on Netflix, which was really cool. I binge watched pretty much all the series. It was really fun being able to watch all of Voyager, all of Star Trek Enterprise, all of the original series, all of The Next Generation, all of DS9, all those. That was the Trek of my childhood for sure, and my early adulthood. And being able to watch those all in full, to be able to see every single episode of every single show, except for Star Trek Discovery. That doesn't count. That's not real Star Trek. I don't count Star Trek. Star Trek Discovery is absolute dog shit. But I will say that, that was the good shit, man. Good storytelling back in the day. I felt like there was it was a moral screenplay. It's beautiful. Anyway, so we got Connor Trenier. Boop. This guy, got to meet him. Really cool. He pretty much grew up in Washington, and then kind of got his, made his way down to Hollywood to try acting. It's really cool to be able. My dad ended up speaking with him quite in I can't speak today. My dad ended up speaking with him quite a bit during the autograph sign. Well, not during the autograph signs, before that, because they did a little karaoke thing too. Really cool, man. Look at that. Just beautiful, man. The GOAT, dude. I love Connor Trenier. He's fabulous, man. He's great. Just stud, dude. It's total stud. Let's see. Yeah, that's about it, man. But yeah, he plays Trip, by the way, Charles Tucker the third. And I'm pretty sure he banged Scott Bakula. No, I'm just kidding. But JK. But yeah, one person I really wish was there, honestly, I love him, is Scott Bakula, who played Captain Archer. I would have loved to see some Scott Bakula for sure. I got to see LeVar Burton. That was great. Just wonderful time. It was really a good time. I had a blast. Being able to get these autographs was well worth it. Just super timeless. You don't get opportunities like that every day, and having these, it's kind of a memento to that time was really cool. And as somebody who's Star Trek really saved my life in a lot of ways, because there was a time where I wasn't doing well and mentally, and I think we all go through this in our early 20s to mid 20s, that sort of thing, and I was doing really shitty, very shitty. And I just there's a few things that changed for me, and this show really helped me see different things, that maybe it doesn't always have to be doom and gloom. Maybe there is more to all this, and that maybe we should try our best either way. Let's see. Mark Velez asks, so you would. I can't speak today. I'm sorry, you guys. So would you say you experienced your childhood as a 1990s kid? I would say so. Yeah. Without a doubt. Definitely a 90s kid for sure. But a lot of my music, the music that I love, is late 90s, early to mid 2000s, a little later 2000s. I'm okay with too. But when it came to the TV shows, it's definitely Star Trek for sure. Star Trek was just one of those shows that I got hooked on. There was not a lot of TV shows I really got addicted to. I'm not really much of a TV guy, to be honest. I think the only thing that I really was attracted to as far as television goes is Star Trek, and that was pretty much what I watched. And I love it. So yeah, definitely a 90s kid for sure. You know, and as I grew older, I don't know, I love watching Trek, man. I'm all about it. But yeah, so if I was to start a grift, it'd be selling autographs. That would be my grift. But yeah. Very fun time though, just being able to see those guys, because like I said, like Star Trek Enterprise helped me in a lot of ways not commit suicide, and all those shows really helped me also do better, change who I was, and made me more honestly a little more joyful. It helped me realize the joy within me, is what I should say. Now, there was joy. There was legitimate joy, and it just needed to be pulled out of me a little bit, because we do get inundated with pessimism for sure. But I don't know. I think when you can watch something that is as hopeful, not just hopeful, but as a positive vision for human beings, I think you can start to become a better human being, because you have the opportunity to be either a despicable person or a good person. You know, there's many roads you could take. It's not, you know, that black and white, but you know what I mean? There's plenty of choices, and I don't know. Star Trek's just a great moral screenplay, and I recommend it for everybody. It shaped me as a human being, I'll tell you that. Well, I think I might be able to beat my buddy Jake. Let's hope. I'm going to try to, at least. Let me be myself. Oh shit, dude. This is it, dude. This is the end game right here. My buddy Jake's about ready to kick my ass, dude. No, I'm actually winning right now, so let's see if I can beat him. So ooh. I don't know how I'm going to beat my boy's butt, dude, but figure it out. I think he's going to come for my bussy. My mussy is the bussy. Ah, shit. I don't know what to do, you guys. My buddy's gonna kick my ass in chess now. I got this. I'm so nervous. Is the bussy the mussy? Or is my mussy the bussy? Okay. Shit, my bussy's gonna get destroyed here pretty soon. I gotta watch out for my bussy. All right, but let's see. Mark Velez says, "I'm a 2010s kid, and I feel like that decade barely had any good new Star Trek for it to keep its momentum with younger folks. Yeah, I didn't really, a lot of younger folks got their exposure to Star Trek, the older stuff, through Netflix, surprisingly, and there ended up being kind of a demand for it. But I think with the new woke Trek shit, nobody likes that. I mean, some people do, but that's only if they're woke and if they're kind of gay. Why are you gay? But yeah, I guess we'll close the poll. Nobody's really voting in the poll. It's sad. It makes Daddy sad. Just can't come anymore. Well, in the poll, all right. So by the way, get your votes in real quick. Get your votes in before I close the poll. Is Kamala Harris a shady grifter? And 75% of you said absolutely 100% yes. 25% of you said no, she's stunning and brave. All right, end the poll. All right, folks. Anyway, I am going to end the stream. I'm going to eat some food. I am actually pretty hungry at the moment. So thank you guys for viewing the live stream. Thank you, Tim Smith, for contributing the articles, contributing the facts. You are a stud. That's all I got to say. Anyway, Mark Velez, I want to thank you for the discussion as well. You're the man now, dog. I'm trying to do the, you're the man now, dog. Trying to do the Sean Connery version of it. Punch the keys, for God's sakes. Yes, yes.